Hi everyone, I hope everyone's doing well. So for this set, we're just going to do a gel overlay on top of natural nails. Very simple. So I'm doing it this way so I can show some people who haven't seen the other videos where I show how to prep the nails. So we're just prepping them first. I'm pushing back all the cuticles like I'm doing here. You want to push them back very gently. And after I do that, I turn my cuticle pusher around to the scraper part and scrape away any dead skin. Or if you have a cuticle bit for your drill bit, you could use that and go around your cuticle area where you get away all the dead skin. So all I'm doing is pushing back the cuticles, and then I will scrape away the dead skin because there's not that much dead skin on her nails. So I don't even need to use a drill bit. I just use the scraper on the other side of the pusher like you see I'm doing here and just scrape the little bit away. After I'm done, I will use a 240 file and just shape the free edge like you see I'm doing here, and then I'll remove some of the shine. Very gently get rid of all of the excess gel that she had on top. I'll just remove that and just remove some of the shine very gently. I'm not giving any pressure on that file. I'm letting the file do its work. So I'm just gently doing it with no pressure at all. After I shape the free edge and remove the shine, I'm going to dust off all the nails with the manicure brush, and then I'm going to clean them with alcohol and a wipe. You can use alcohol and a wipe, or you could spray alcohol and use a manicure brush and get your nails nice and clean, ready for our application. Alright, so I'm showing you with this drill bit, the sanding band, you can actually remove the shine with this too, if you're experienced with the drill. You need to be experienced with this drill because you don't want to put any pressure on the natural nail with the sanding band. You just want to go through it real quick, lifting your drill bit all the time. You keep lifting, so you don't put any pressure at all. You're just gently removing the shine throughout the whole nail. And you see I'm cleaning the nails with the alcohol, wiping them off with the wipe, and we're just going to get ready for our application now. So for this set, we're using the Gelish pH bond, and I just put it on each nail like you watch how I do here. Then I'm going to use the Young Nails protein bond, 2 coats of protein bond on each nail. So you see here I'll put 1 coat, do all 10 nails, go back and do another coat of the protein bond. Alright, so then you want to get a glass dab-in dish and some alcohol. So when you're messing with gel, you can always rinse your brush in the alcohol. So I went into the base gel. We're using Young Nails base. I go and put base on all of the nails. And then I'll come back. After I do all 5 nails on one hand, I'll have her cure in the lamp for about 1 to 2 minutes. Then I'll have her come out of the lamp and I'll put another coat of base. So for this set, I put 2 coats of base. So when it's time for a refill, if I want to refill on top of it, I still have that protective layer at the bottom. I don't have to remove all the gel when I file it off. So I just have 2 layers of base on each nail. Afterwards, we're going to go into our build gel. Alright, so here's our build gel. And I just grab a little bead, start by the cuticle area, and just maneuver it very lightly with the tip of my brush maneuvering the gel all the way down to the nail, the bottom of the nail. So you watched how I did it here. And if I see any divots in the nail or any low spots, I'll go fix them with the gel like I'm doing here. But for the most part, you don't see any dents or anything in the nail if you start from the cuticle, and especially when we're just doing a really small overlay like this. It's a really short overlay. So I just grab a bead, start by the cuticle, and you see how I'm just maneuvering it from side to side by the cuticle, and then I'm only using the tip of my brush and I'm just maneuvering it all the way down the nail. Alright, so after 2 layers of the base, then the build, how I'm showing you how I do it here with the build, I just grab a bead from the cuticle, brushing it down, maneuvering it down very gently with the tip of my brush. After all that's done, she'll go into the lamp for a full cure for 2 minutes. Afterwards, I'll clean her with alcohol. I'll clean all the nails with alcohol and a wipe. And then I just go around and file them and buff them a little bit. So Atkins sent me this product. It's another gel line. I don't know if they're an acrylic line or not. I just know that they have these beautiful gels, and it was my first time trying them, and I loved them too. And I have to say, so I'm cleaning the nails here with the alcohol, just like you watch how I'm doing, getting rid of all the inhibition layer. Then I just go around with the file. You want to use like a 180. You don't really want a really rough file or it'll mess up the gel. So just a 180. Plus, we did the overlay not so thick at all. It's so thin that you just want to really, really thin it down. You want to use a very light file to thin it down. That's all. You don't want a very harsh file. You're gonna really, it'll mess up all the work you just put in on these nails. It'll mess it all up if you use a harsh file. So just a 180 or high, like a 240 higher, and just go around the free edge, and that's it. And now this product that they sent me, Atkins, there's this gel that they have, and it's a no wipe gel. So you can put it as your top layer, your top shine, and you don't have to clean off the sticky layer. And I have to say, it's so good, you guys. It's like the shine is still there. It doesn't go away. It's beautiful. So, and here's another thing. I'm using a sanding band. If you guys want to use a sanding band on filing the nails, that's fine too. Just gently use the lighter. There's some sanding bands that come rougher. Then there's some that are fine. Get the fine. Here they are. They're all finished. And now we're going to the Atkins gel on top of these already gel nails. I wanted to give her strength on her nails. They were her natural nails, and we just wanted strength on them. We didn't want to just put gel on top of them. We wanted to give them strength so they don't break. And that's why we did the overlay. And so that's all we did. And here I'm using these glitters. They're from Glitter Unique, and they're little dots, and we're just putting them in the nail. I just put a thin layer of base onto the nail. Afterwards, I just capped it with this gel right here. This is their UV LED gel, and the way I put this on, this goes on top of like their gel polish and stuff too, and their pot gels. So you see how I'm doing it here? I'm floating it. I'm using it like it's a pot gel. So I'm putting enough on my brush, and I'm floating it all towards the bottom of the nail, so we can cap in all that glitter. Then I think I do that twice. Then I'll wipe off the sticky layer, and I buff it. Go around it, buff it, just thinning it out, making sure there's no rough edges. See, I'm wiping it here with some alcohol. Then you just buff it, just like I'm doing here, getting rid of any rough edges, and just to make sure we're thinning it down. Then I'll go back on top afterwards with the same gel, but I won't float it this time. I'll do it lighter, just brushing it on like a polish. And I just brush it on top, clean off the sticky layer, and we're finished with that nail. We're done. Alright, so here's the pretty pink we're going to use from Atkins. All the gels we're using are from Atkins, and this is the color we're going to use. And so I apply, because it's already a gel nail, we don't need to put a base layer. So I just go straight onto the color. I'm just putting 2 coats of the pink on all of the nails except for the middle one with the glitter. After we do 2 coats of the pink, I'll cap it with the gel from Atkins, the one that you wipe off, the one that you cleanse off. But they do have the one that is non-cleansed too. Alright, so here's the top coat. I'm putting it on all the nails. Then I'm wiping it off, getting rid of the inhibition layer when we're done. And then we're going to put some stones on another nail, and I'll show you how I do that when we get to that one. Alright guys, so now we're going to get a layer of the build gel, any build gel that you have, and I'm going to start sticking all my stones on like I'm doing here. Then we're going to cure this, clean it off, and then I'll go around it with the same gel, top gel, that I used for the other nails, and we were finished. Alright guys, so we were finished, and I didn't show, but we did put our cuticle oil on, so remember that. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for always watching, and thank you Atkins for sending me these wonderful gels. I do have more upcoming videos where I will be using the gels that they sent me because it's very good line. And I thank you guys so much. And I did throw my nails in for you guys. Here they are, in case you want to pick from one of the nails of a design you like. The glitters were from Glitter Unique. So, thank you guys so much. Love you. Alright guys, and at the end I have a surprise. Many of you have asked what my nail area looks like and how I film. So I show you little clips. Take note of the robotic hand. See that hand I'm supposed to be using for practicing? I use that to film. So I have everything rigged. I'm not professional when it comes to that. I just rig it. I use that. See that robotic hand? See, I'm using my daughter's iPod right there to show you. I put my iPhone there, and I'll use like a rubber band or something to hold it, and there it is.